Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Dragon Quest, The Adventure of Dai, which is on episode 52, or you could call it Dragon Quest Dai no Da'i Boken. Anyways, this episode right here was actually really fun and really nice. I really wished it didn't have to end like that, but whatever. I'm just glad to wait another week, which is always tormenting because I am loving the series so much, you know? I really wish a lot of people could actually give this show a chance, even though it's not that great and not that great here and there. It has some nice nostalgia to the games here and there, etc. Anyways, let's just get this started right away, okay? We have to it that Baran, of course, shows up and decides that he would accompany Dino or Dai to the gate of where Dark King Vern might be hiding at in his citadel, you know, that kind of thing. Eventually, Dai doesn't like the idea at all, but Leona and the others say, let's just work this out, okay, for the time being. And we have to it that Dai and Baran end up does not face each other, and they always have their backs turned towards each other, you know? Which I go like, that's pretty cute here and all, but Pop, Crocodile, Leona, and Mom and everyone else are pretty much like, well, seeing them two like this is kind of disturbing, but no choice, you know? That kind of thing. We have to it, Baran and Dino or Dai end up talking with each other, and Baran therefore tells Dino or Dai, like, Dai, right now we really can't make anything too awkward between us. If you have something to say, please just tell me, you know, that kind of thing. And we had to it that Dai finally asks a question. What was my mother like? And Baran explains everything how he about how Sola was, how his mother was, his wife Sola, you know, that kind of thing, how amazing she was, how she helped him out, you know, that kind of thing, in an implicit way, how he explains it. But yeah, it was pretty devastating the way how Baran was trying to tell Dai about his mother, you know, because Dai never had the chance to even know his mother at all, the one that gave him life, you know, and gave birth to him, you know. I'm thinking in my mind, my gosh, this is too devastating, dude. But eventually Baran and Dai decides to go on ahead while Pop, Mom, and Crocodile goes on to the field of death to distract the royal guard, you know. But we have to it eventually that Pop realizes something is wrong with Mom. I thought he was being perverted at the moment, but he ends up finding Gome-chan in there, which is really hilarious. Not to mention, like, Pop made a funny, stupid insult or a compliment about Mom, about her butt being big, and then freaking Mom punches him in the head and he loses 30 hit points. I think about oh my gosh, that's another freaking funny reference to the games, you know, that kind of thing. I don't know. But that aside, Gome-chan ends up coming along to try to help out like Pop, Mom, and Crocodile, you know, that kind of thing. Eventually we have to it that Hyunkuru will wake up and wants to go into battle, you know. Leona and the others was trying to convince him otherwise, saying that you can't like go. And even like Amy, which is Leona's assistant or attendant, whatever she is, ends up throwing away Hyunkuro's weapon, you know, because without a weapon decides to like may not need to go into battle. And of course, like Hyunkuro was not deterred. He was kind of shocked about this, but he decides to go anyway. We had to it that Amy's like, "What are you doing? Can you stop? What's wrong with you?" And Leona and Amy can only look on, and Leona realizes that Amy actually loves Hyunkuro and says, "Did you really think that's going to stop him? Then you must be really foolish than you thought." When I see Hyunkuro, even though he's damaged and battered and very injured right now, he will continue to fight with or without a weapon. Amy, on the other hand, tries to stop Hyunkuro once more and confesses that she loves him, you know, saying that, "Why do you gotta keep doing this? I love you. Please stop this. I don't want to see you doing this all to yourself here and there." But Hyunkuro says, "I'm scared, you know, because everything I did back then when I was a kid up until before I met Dai and all that, I've been doing a lot of horrendous sins that I can never forgive myself for. But every time, if I'm able to move my body, and ever since meeting Dai and helping me realize the truth here and there, as long as I can move and help, you know, I would be able to like feel glad and grateful that I won't have to be so guilt-ridden, you know? Well, in other words, if I'm going to explain it not too much confusion, Hyunkuro wants to fight beside Dai and his friends because that's the only way he could atone for his sins, you know? Because if you guys know about Hyunkuro, he's a cool guy. He really is a cool guy. I even love him very much, you know? But he has stained himself with a lot of sin and blood on his hands right now, and he feels guilty about it after his fight with Dai here and there. So he wants to find a way to, like, make atonement for that, no matter what's going to happen to him. And eventually, the dark weapon spirit that Amy thought she hid in the forest or threw away, whatever you want to call it, ends up appearing right in front of him and says, "You see, my friend's calling to me, telling me to go, you know," etc. It's like that. It's like that one time with the dark armor sword. You know, if you guys remember correctly, when Hyunkuro was saved by Crocodile here and there, his dark armored sword that was given to him or something like that shows up in front of him to help him out. And now it's the same with a dark armor spear. Although, as Hyunkuro grabs the weapon and transforms, he talks to Amy one more time and says, "Hey, no one ever actually told me that they loved me, you know, but I'm gonna tell you right now, Amy. You are best off forgetting about me, okay? Even though you love me, you have to forget about me, because I'm not going to bring you any happiness," in the way how he's saying it, you know? And I'm glad Hyunkuro, you know, despite him being injured here and there, he wants to go into battle. I'm pretty sure, like, anyone who cares about their friends and wants to make the best they can to help out, you know, wants to help out. As for Nova, you know, he's pretty much an okay, cool guy for now. I mean, like, even though he was arrogant at the beginning, but now he's starting to grow into a fine man or a human being. But that aside, Hyunkuro, he ends up having to tell Amy, you know, you're better off forgetting about me. I'm sorry, you know, that kind of thing. And we have to it that eventually, like I said, the Royal Guard will meet Pop, Mom, and Crocodile, you know, except for Funburn. He apparently leaves behind a ring or something and leaves it as a signal to his other comrades saying, "I got other business to handle." Funburn, he could have got his eyes healed here and there, but he decides not to because he does not want to forget the humiliation he has suffered greatly from Baran, you know? So he ends up using a powerful Kaswoosh spell, a wind vortex spell, to like blow away Baran's sword before he could like do any damage or even face him, you know? And we had to Baran tries to go after his sword, and even though Dai gets separated from him, we had to Baran was going to go after his sword, but freaking Funburn shows up in front of him, getting ready to pierce Baran or even hit him, you know? And the episode ends up there. Which is a big slap to the face because, gosh dang it, man. As much as I love the series, I hate waiting each week when it has a nasty cliffhanger, you know? Damn. But that aside, yeah. I mean, pretty crazy. Pop and his comrades getting ready to face the Royal Guard. Hyunkuro decides to go off even though it will mean his death. It will mean that his death is assured. And Amy having to confess, which I don't really ship it in any other way because they barely had any interaction, and I don't know what Amy loves about Hyunkuro. I don't know if it's either because he's a sad soul and then he needs help, you know, I don't know. Whatever the case may be, I'm not trying to be a jerk about it, but it's not really concerning right now. Right now, Hyunkuro wants to go help out while Pop, Crocodile, Mom, and Gome-chan decide to give all they got to like hold off the Royal Guard, with the exception of Funburn, which Funburn wants to kill Baran as a way for the disgrace and humiliation he did, you know? And preview next episode is called Hadler's Challenge, which I don't know what's going to happen, but it looks like to me Dai's facing freaking like, whatchamacallit, Dai facing Hadler, you know? I would be so mad and upset if Baran gets killed off that easily. I'm really going to tell you that right now because even though he's underwater, he's very strong. But I don't know. I mean, he's facing an Orichalcum soldier, you know? Orichalcum soldier, you know? So we don't really know how this is going to go. So I really hope Baran doesn't get killed that easily, honestly. Hopefully he could just dodge the attack and maybe find a way to do so. Because I'm pretty sure he has a lot of magic ability to like make a move at least. But who knows? Hopefully all life given to me. Please, of all life. Please Baran, survive this, okay? You know, that kind of thing. So, until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!